Thank you for being with me today. I'm going to present a presentation on a topic of crisis counseling as a part of my jEDU'L consulting, education consulting and counseling services. This is a free of cost information session about crisis counseling, and the counseling will be presented like in English and sometimes in Nepali. Please never mind, but the content or presentation is prepared only in English. So let me promise to share my presentation. Thank you. Before starting, I would like to acknowledge traditional owner of these lands, elders past, present, and emerging one. And I also would like to acknowledge and the thank you to all the viewers or the participants who are with me in Zoom and Facebook today for the presentation on topic crisis counseling is a kind of information session. And my name is again Janaki Podel. I'm a MACA practicing counselor and also qualified agent counselor. And I run the jEDU'L consulting business, which provides, as I already told before, education and counseling services, education consulting and counseling services. I do have website www.jedul.com.au, and you can reach out to me in the email info@jedul.com.au. So today, Friday, it's a new year, the new year, 7th of January. And I basically, firstly, I'm very excited to bring these topics and would like to wish you all very happy New Year 2022. This is a part 2 of crisis counseling. Okay, I have almost explained some of the models already, and now you see this model, client, family. This is a new model I just construct for this presentation: client, family, and friends, community, and professionals. If a client is in crisis, client is unconscious, client is vulnerable, okay, client is workless, client is life-threatening situation. The UBWX model I explained before. So on that UBWX model, if client is at risk on that model, now remember that model, what will happen? So that the impact will come to the family and friends as well. And from the family and friends, the impact may come to the community. Even from clients, impact may come to the community. And the client, I already discussed before, even the lifeline also explained, the other stage also explained, like the professionals, helpers, workers, carers also need to look after themselves when they are handling the client who are at vulnerable situation, because that will, if they don't care themselves, they don't look after themselves, they may be influenced from this kind of crisis situation. So what happened, you can see here, this one arrow from client to family, second arrow from family to community. The one arrow I have put here from professionals here. Professional includes counselors, psychologists, psychiatric, all the health workers, carers, supporters, support workers, case managers, and the people professional people who work in this field in order to help the people in difficult situation. Now in that one, the client's vulnerability may impact the professionals if they don't look after them. And also if professionals are impacted, they may not provide the efficient service, enough service or appropriate service to the client as well. So that's the two-way error here in case of crisis one. So CFCP model explain about like caring each other, okay, caring, self-care. Client also need to feel they are secure, okay, once they are in health, they are secure, they are safe, and they need to commit to continue. A professional also need to commit to continue, and if there is some dangerous situations and the professionals are impacted, they also need to seek help. So these are the model It's a general model, general thing, like even friends always say, like even like health worker always say, okay, you work almost one month without any break. You must be like, overwhelmed, feeling hectic, take a break or seek a counseling. Those are the normal conversation I heard in the community as well. So it's a normal thing. That's why professionals also need to look after themselves. They will look after, and they will definitely look after the client and the family and community. They all are the component, part of, the component, social component is a social part of a client. And then they all need to understand each other. They all need to help each other. This is what the meaning of this model. Okay, there's the component, but the component are linked to each other. That's why they need to be supportive to each other. This is another model, PPA model for crisis intervention and recovery. So PPA model. This PPA model is basically designed by myself based on all those models that I brought to you today, and based on my knowledge as well. So in the PPA model for crisis intervention and recovery, I have designed 3 stages. The first stage is at the time of dealing. First stage is prior to handle any crisis. Okay, prior to handle any crisis is a first stage. Second stage at the time of dealing with the crisis. So at present, there is a counselor or a health professional or any professionals, and there is a a client as well, client at vulnerability. So that's the at present situation. And then after rescuing client from the crisis. So these are 3 stages, 3 major framework, major stages of this crisis intervention and prevention. So let me talk about little bit about how it works in the second slide. In those 3 stages, I have listed few things which are common that I already explained in previous slides as well, but let me just illustrate some of them here. In the first stage, prior to handling any crisis, know the crisis. Okay, stages of crisis. The stages I already explained in the beginning with the different diagrams. Indicator of crisis. UBWX model, there are lots of indicators I explained. So, and then impact of handling crisis. Well prepared to deal with it. So once once the professional is ready to provide the counseling services, counseling crisis, or to handle the the client at a crisis, they need to be ready with all those things, enough knowledge about crisis, so that once the client come, they understand what is happening, they know the nature of the crisis. And then again, the stages of the crisis, what are the indicators of the crisis, which stage they are. The client, is a client unconscious, is a client vulnerability, is he or she feeling vulnerability, is he or she is workless, or is he or she is at a life-threatening situation. So they are the stages. And indicators, there could be any reasons, so the signs, the symptoms, those are the indicators. And some reasons of happening those things, they are the indicators. It should be identified. Okay, it should be known. And impact, then impact of handling the crisis. So the professional also need to know the impact, if it is unprofessional, or if it is inappropriate handling, or if the client are at vulnerable situation, very dangerous situation. Let's say example, physically and mentally very down person, and they may the professional may feel pity and sad themselves immediately, or they may scare, they lose their confidence. So those kind of things come as an impact, and they need to know it and need to be ready to deal with it. That's the prior to handling any crisis. That's building the confidence. In one sentence, we can say building confidence of the professionals. So while building confidence, we can include those kind of points. In the second one, at the time of handling the crisis, identify potential imminent danger of crisis. Is a potential, it's right now, it's a very danger, or danger is coming. Is life-threatening situation coming in the near future, or tomorrow, or afterwards, or couple of hours, or something like that, or it is already in that situation. So those kind of potential and imminent dangers of this crisis, it is very important to identify. Once client is with the counselor or the professionals, and then they will identify it, and they also will focus in intervening the dangerous client safety. Intervening the dangerous means stopping to happen the situation again. So it's a client safety matter. Similarly, rescue the client from a life-threatening situation. Of course, when we talk about the crisis situations, that's the point, rescue point. And in that rescue point, the counselor or the professional will focus on client's perceptions in the events, what happened, who was involved, how long it was involved, what thoughts and feelings develop, emotions, attitude, what exactly happened, what the client tried to overcome from that stress. Or let's say example, they cannot see the scene they saw, and they took some more overdose tablet. So that's the event. Then what happened? WS, all the related WS questions should be asked there in order to find the real fact of the client. And then separate the client's ability and inability, and use directive or non-directive based on the situation. As I already told you, each and every single client is different. Each person's thoughts and feeling is different. Beliefs is different. Culture and lifestyle is different. Language and appearance is different. The way of behaving is different. So perception is different. So we cannot judge all the client in the same box. That's why clients should be the professional or health will be non-judgmental, and no one should scare, oh, okay, that person know my things and I will be in trouble. My prestige will go down or something happened. It is not necessary to think from that way. So counselor and other professionals will handle very carefully on that matter. Then in third stage, I prepared is a part of summary. I already told is a summary, 3 stages of the summary. And after rescuing the client from the danger. So what comes after rescuing the client from danger? Imagine the client is already rescued from the danger. Does that mean the client is fully functional? No. Client will not be fully functional immediately after rescuing from the danger. So what we need to do it, this should be helped continually. So the people need to understand that they will be helped continually. That's why we are talking many times, we are talking like promise the commitment, obtain the commitment, promise, agree, because client may not agree to continue with the to receive the supports they need. That's why a promise is very important, powerful word. Obtain the commitment is a very powerful word, so that they will be rescued from they will rescue, of course they will rescue, and they will be helped, and they will in every single danger they identified, it will be stopped if they continue with the professionals. It will be stopped. So then again, educate a client about situation and value of the life, because crisis situation is related to the life-threatening situation, and they may not know the value, or they know the value or they cannot utilize, or there are lots of reasons, stage indicators we already explained, and it is important to educate the client about their value of life as well. And assist client to prepare action plan, empower client to understand the use of techniques, receive a commitment from the client to cope with, and promise client a continuous support. Okay, so I have included those 2 points, and follow-up is different. Follow-up is a different, I put it there. So in my opinion, on third stage, after rescuing a client from the emergency situation or any crisis situation, there will be a continuous support. And in order to provide those continuous support to a client, there are some like steps, few steps to be followed, and the counselor and the the health professionals and case managers or support workers, they will follow those things. And at the last, the two important thing is, the one is client has to promise, client has to agree and support the plans, and then the professionals also commit to continue to provide the continuous support. So it's a kind of mutual understanding and mutual professional and trustful relationship are very important in order to prevent the client from the dangerous situations. I think I explained enough, and we always talk about the professional will do this, will do that, and there are these kind of theories and practices. So what exactly happens in the counseling? Come to the counseling. I already talked lots of things about counseling techniques and theories in the beginning in other the presentations, and I will be focusing one-to-one as well, because I cannot explain whole lots of techniques and therapies and theories in one presentation. I can do one-to-one in futures sometimes. So now in these slides, I have brought some summarized some sort of the models or techniques in the useful techniques and models in counseling. So it's a kind of clinical exercise, or medication. Medication, clinical exercise, psychologist will do it, or fully qualified counselor can also run the clinical exercises. And medication is a kind of the medical part, health part. The professional doctor, psychiatric will basically prescribe the client for the medication. Now counseling in the counseling service, counselor can use metaphor technique, solution focus techniques, motivational techniques, and other techniques. They know what they are and they are capable to apply it. Similarly, psychoanalytic is a very old technique. Psychoanalytic, psychodynamic, psychosynthesis model of therapies and counseling. So psychoanalytic means analyzing the client's past, present, and future things. Okay, analyzing the client's scenario and empowering them is a kind of psychoanalytic. Psychodynamic is bringing the changes with new options. The client completely leave the things what they are doing and they choose the new options, in order to bring a change in their life. Psychosynthesis is a kind of synthesizing whatever skill, capability, knowledge a client has. Of course, no one is dumb. They have lots of hidden skills. Their skills, knowledge, capability might have been suspended or sealed because of some reasons. So the counselor should scrap it, should explore, should help the client to explore it and synthesize it. Synthesize means not choosing, using every single things, considering the holistic approach, like physical aspect, psychological aspect, emotional aspect, social aspect, economical aspect, family aspect, community aspect, or anything hindering a client to bring their quality out is very important step, and counselor will help. We can use this psychosynthesis as well. And this psychosynthesis model, basically, I had planned to present in the beginning, I think 31st of December, but because of some other reason, I postponed it. And I'm going to present completely about present the psychosynthesis, only psychosynthesis model, the concept of psychosynthesis in February. I think sometimes in February, first week. I'm not sure about the date, but I will going to present that one as well. Now, regular meditation, exercise, mindfulness, they are also the techniques. Practice of balanced diet, exploring the hobbies, the harmless one, which is useful one. Only hobby, there may be the dangerous hobbies as well. They are not permitted to use if they are dangerous for the client's life. So hobbies has to be explored first, and then it will be used in order to bring a change in the client's life, like writing journal, diary, writing poems, articles, writing book. If someone is singer, if someone is singer, they also may go to some crisis situation sometimes in their life, and they may not will to do it. Their singing quality and interest must have been hidden or sealed because of some reason. And once the counselor identified their, the talent, skills, their interest, then they will be motivated, to demonstrate that kind of, the quality or that kind of singing quality in their life back to the normal as well. Similar the dancing, same thing. It is not that the person who is not who doesn't know how to dance, who doesn't know how to singing, the counselor will not force that client who doesn't know how to dance, who doesn't know how to sing. These are the techniques, the useful techniques, which are applicable only when client choose to do it. So there could be other things as well, like driving. Some people may have long driving interest, speaking, giving the speech, traveling long distance, bushwalking, gardening. Everybody doesn't know or like all the things. So some people may choose some options, some people may choose the other options. So then art, doing art, potting, music, anger management practices, lots of things. So these are some hobbies and techniques which might be hidden within the clients, and counselor's role is to explore them, to empower them to explore it, and then assist them to bring back to the normal life by using their interest and hidden skills. Okay. I think now I don't know, even I talk a lot, but I already came in at the the last slide. Any feedback and comment? I don't know how many of are there in the Facebook. I know it is very the long presentation, and my apology, I didn't advertise a lot in the beginning. I straightforward came today within 5-10 minutes before I go to the live. So you can also watch, if you see this topic, crisis counseling, please click and watch after finishing this Zoom as well. And you can provide any feedback, comments. You can get in touch with me in my email, info@jEDU'L.com.au. My phone number 0406039526 or 0422837072. And you can also get to me in my Facebook inbox messenger, or you can put a comment in the live as well, if you like. These are the references I use in order to prepare these slides. And I'm still wondering one more things here. Okay. Alrighty, before ending, I brought this slides up to you because this topic is a crisis counseling topic. And before ending this, stopping the sharing, I wanted to highlight these slides. So this UVWX model, you can see in the big letter, stages of crisis: unconscious, vulnerability, workless, and life-threatening. And you see below those 4 letters, 4 words, you can see some words and words there. They are the indicators. It is not limited. There could be lots of other things as well. This is just a sample. Okay. Understand that there could be other stages, but whatever happened in the crisis situation, we can categorize the crisis situation of a client into these 4 stages in terms of their nature at present, what is happening exactly at present. Okay. And then based on that one, the investigation, not the investigation, basically identifying, the good word is identifying. In case of client, we cannot say the investigation, actually is identifying the issues, what is happening. Of course, if it is a criminal matter, it may be different things. However, client should always feel safe if they are helped. If they are not safe in the health services, it is worthless or it is inappropriate, unprofessional. So clients should feel safe no matter what type of stages they are. And identifying those stages is a duty of professionals. It is not duty of a support worker. It is not duty of an individual who saw a person in a vulnerable situation. The duty of an individual as a civilized person or community person to support the vulnerable person or is stopping them and reporting to somewhere or contacting the service center in order to seek the professional help. Okay, and then this is, I think, pretty much some sort of summary I can say, and the other things are indicators. If these indicate, if we think this the someone or we know someone who are within those kind of indicators, juggling, having the issues, let's help, let's be human, and let's encourage client to listen from many ways. Client may not agree. Client is always in denial situations because they don't agree what is happening to them. They may not agree or they may not accept the support, suggestions and guidance, and they may not think it is required for them. They may not cope. Okay, support the professionals because they are suffering. We cannot judge them. This is why we need to understand it. And trust me, professionals, counselors like me, they will understand those things and they will follow. And if anyone is suffering, if we know anyone is suffering or anyone of us there is suffering, there is a help, please reach at the help. Okay. Thank you so much for thank you so much for basically being with me today. Okay. So finally, I know this topic is a bit harsh topic, not sweet topic that everyone wants to listen, but it is important to bring to the community. That's why I try to bring as a part of information sessions to aware the people, to bring awareness about crisis situation and how they will be helped by professionals. So once they know how they will be helped, the hidden, the hidden objective of exploring how they will be helped is to empower them, to seek the services. So I feel like I gave lots of informations, and whoever is watching with me, thank you so much. Thank you very much for being with me. And you can also share this video within your friends and families or any colleagues if you like. Feel free to discuss about it, and feel free to reach at me at once again in my email info@jEDU'L.com.au. Today I didn't bring my slides here for this information, or you can reach at me my mobile 0406039526 or 0422837072. Similarly, you can also reach at me in my Facebook page. There are 3 pages. The 2 are business. One is a counseling service. You can see my pictures there. This is my page. The another one is also with my picture. That is the jEDU'L Consulting, my service name, and of course my individual profile, Janaki Rimal Paudel. Facebook page. And you can inbox me from anywhere, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And if you are feeling life-threatening or suicidal thoughts or any emergency, of course there is a 0000000. You dial the 000, or you can also, if you really suffering from psychologically, like always thinking about suicidal thoughts, you try to commit, or you think your life is worthless, then you can reach me also. And also you can reach Lifeline, which is national service. Lifeline provide online and telephone service within 24/7. They run 24/7, and Lifeline number is 1311 14. 1311 14. And my number 0422837072. Another number I also use is mobile number 0406039526. So if you are suffering or anyone is suffering, and let's try to help. Let's be humanistic first, and then we seek the professional help. There are helps available, and let's reach it out, reach at them. Thank you so much, and stay safe. Happy New Year once again. I think you like my presentation. Very, very, very happy New Year. Stay safe, and may this whole year 2022 bring full of joy, happiness, success, prosperity, and a very good health, free from corona and other issues as well, health issues as well. Thank you so much, and have a good evening today. Thank you.